Okay, when we're ready with the mesh and with tires and the body, now we are inside the folder of our car and we have to click here onto the purple model, the skeletal mesh, and to click right button, create, and to create a control rig. I will hide this one, and now let's go inside the control rig. Okay, this is the place where we are going to connect everything together and to work together. So let's hide this stuff, and by default we will have here the body, which is the root. We have this right left wheel and the other wheels which we created with you in Blender, and here it's our car. So we have to make some settings first here on the left side into this rig hierarchy, and now, for example, let's start to build them with the body. So here we have to click the right button to click new and to click new control. Okay, so this is our root control, which have to be renamed. So let's click twice and to rename it to body, for example, body. Okay, now here the rear left wheel, we have to make it the same, new control, and here we have to rename it, for example, to wheel rotation. Okay, good. And here to the front left, again, right button, new control, and this will be steering. Okay, is it? Yeah, okay, steering, perfect. And now here, outside everything, we have to make a main control setting where we're going to place everything from here. So here, right button, new no, and now we have to rename it to, for example, to main control. Okay, main control, and now we have to take everything by holding control and to place it here inside the main control. And to be easier for you, we can just change the color of them to make difference between them. So the body will be red, wheel rotation will be blue, and steering will be green. And let's click compile, save. Now let's connect the body part and the wheels. So let's start with the body. So let's drag it inside, click get control. Now it's time for the root, inside again, at offset. And now this arrow here and this one here to the offset transform. So we have to connect them, the rotations, and this one we have to connect it here. Now let's click compile and let's check. So click body, and here for the smoother rotation we have to click here. Okay, it's this one, this is the most smoother number, and let's check here body. Okay, it's rotating, it's perfect, but we want to rotate only the body, not the tires. So I will undo here and will uncheck this one, propagate to child run, and here, okay, perfect, we are moving only the body. Okay, now it's time for the steering. So again, drag it inside, get control. Okay, so here the execute, we will look for sequence. Okay, for now we will connect it with the execute pin here. Now we will extend the transform menu here, translation, and here the y-axis we have to look for multiply, and to change the value here from 1 to 0.4, for example, and again the right button here, right from Euler. Perfect, and let's open this Euler here and to connect it with the Z direction. Okay, that's good. Now it's time to take the front wheels and to drag them inside again, oops, and to click add offset. So here offset transformation, let's extend it and to connect the rotation with the result here. Okay, and the sequence have to be connected here to execute and to connect them one by one. So let's click compile now and let's click on the steering to see what will happen. Let's move them. You can see they're moving perfect and natural. Okay, I will place them in the middle. So here, what we have to do, we have to click the steering here to come to offset and to click this one, and now it's in the middle of the car. Okay, perfect. Now we have a better view and a better place for our pivot. Okay, perfect. Now it's time for the wheel rotation. We are ready with all our stuff. So now right button here and right get control float. Good. So this menu here, let's click on wheel rotation and let's take the float value and right multiply. Here the value has to be like 70 because this will be the value which will show us how fast our wheel will rotate. So 70 will be okay for us. If we need more, we will switch it later when we are animating our car. So here let's grab the result and again to write multiply here. And this one we have to write half p. Good. So here after the result we have to take it and to write accumulate time. Okay, and here let's click right button and from Euler. Let's look for it. Perfect. So let's extend the Euler here again and connect it to the Y direction. Okay, we are fine for now. Now we have to take all of the tires by holding F first one and holding F and click the last one, and to drag them inside by clicking add offset. Okay, now I will change the position of them to be better, to be tidier, and now we have to extend the offset transform menus of every one of them and to connect every rotation with the result here. Rotation, one more. Okay, good. So we are almost ready. Here to the sequence we have to add another pin by clicking this plus icon here, and this C we have to connect it with the tires execute pins. And now the first one have to be connected to the second one have to be connected to the third one, and this to the fourth one. Okay, so now let's click compile, save, and let's click on the wheel rotation. You have to come here to rotate object, and now let's rotate it. Okay, now you see how we are rotating our wheels. Okay, let's click to the steering. Oh, this is too much. Okay, it's fine. And the body, of course. Let's try it. Perfect. Okay. Perfect, guys. Now it's time to add some limitations of our settings, for our steering, wheel rotation and body, because it will be easier for us to animate it inside the sequencer later, and to add some arrows to see better our controls. So first let's click on a body and here shape, arrow 4, solid or tick. Okay, let's be tick. It's up to you guys. And now let's move it up a bit, and now to scale it to 14, for example. Okay, that's good. So here the value time have to be a rotator. So now let's see, we can rotate our car from here, but now our car is rotating a lot and this is too much, so let's add some limitations. So by clicking the body here again, minimum and maximum, so let's enable everything here and everywhere to add -3, for example, or -4. It's almost same, and here have to be 3. So we have to add values between -3 and 3, and now you can see our car is rotating only between these two values, and it's much more accurate and looks much better. Now we are not rotating the whole car, which is okay. So let's do the same stuff with other settings. So for the steering now, okay, let's add this arrow to tick, for example, and let's move it in front of the car. Now let's scale it. Okay, I think this is enough. And now let's add a minimum and maximum here again. So let's activate the location. Here the location only it's needed, and here the minimum have to be -60, and here to be 60. And now let's see. Okay, I think it's too much. Let's write -5 and 5 only. Okay, yeah, 60 is too much. 5 it's enough. You can see we can't move it more. And here there is a green arrow from where you can see the line where our wheels can be rotated. So I think this is enough. Okay, I will write 6 here and -6 here. A little bit more space for rotation of our wheel. Okay, that's good. And now let's add the same thing for the rotation. Okay, now let's click on the wheel rotation and let's add some of them. It's totally up to you. So let's click this arrow for tick again, and let's move it outside the car, for example, here, and let's increase the scale. Oops. Okay, let's make it position here, and now the location will be here, and to increase the size. Okay, something like that. I will bring it up a bit, and now I will add again limitations. So it will be here -30, for example, and here will be 30. And now when we are moving it, our wheels are rotating to the both of the directions. And let's click compile, save, and we are ready with the car, guys, and with the rig of the car. Now we can add it to our level and to start building the materials on the car, to build the environment and the other stuff until our cinematic is ready. So see you.